Welcome to this presentation of UPSL Soccer Action, live on YouTube and presented by the Atlantic Soccer Media Group.
And welcome, soccer fans, to Week 10 of the UPSL Georgia Premier Division, presented to you by the Atlantic Soccer Media Group. Today's matchup, we have Kalonji Pro Profile hosting North Georgia United FC. The battle for playoff positioning continues, and it's coming up next.
People who come to cricket, stay with cricket.
I started my own app company, and with Cricket, I'm able to answer calls from my engineers and investors and know my signal's going to be great.
Cricket has allowed me to stay connected and really just enjoy a little bit more of that travel lifestyle.
The reliability that I've had with Cricket, for me personally, is unmatched, and that's why I stick with them.
From affordable service to the latest 5G phones, Cricket has something for everyone. Smile, you're on Cricket.
And welcome back, soccer fans, to Week 10 of the UPSL Georgia Premier Division action, presented to you by the Atlantic Soccer Media Group. We're just moments away from kickoff here. Kalonji Pro Profile is hosting North Georgia United FC. Both teams jockeying for playoff positioning here as we near the end of the regular season. And my name is John Reno. Alongside with me is Larry Weaver. We'll be bringing you all of today's action here in our second match of today's doubleheader. And Larry, we have an interesting matchup today. Both teams are facing some challenges as they come into this match today. Kalonji's shorthanded, and it looks like North Georgia United have some key injuries that they're dealing with as well.
Yes, we have a really, really interesting match because you've got Kalonji Pro Profile that looks odd. You see them at the bottom of the bracket at 6th spot in the playoff bracket, but they still have 3 games in hand. So it's a little bit of an obscurity there. But you look at North Georgia, they've had a fantastic season. They've had those great comeback from behind against LGSA and a couple other great matches against Atlanta United. And then now you see them, they're just sitting right in the middle, 4th place, 13 points, 2 matches to go. They're going to probably secure themselves into the playoffs for their first season here in the Premier Division.
Yeah, and Kalonji Pro Profile, as I mentioned just a moment ago, a little shorthanded today. It looks like they only have like 2 substitutions. They have a MLS Next game going on concurrently, which is drew some players away from their team today, and we'll see if that costs them in today's matchup. But nonetheless, we're underway here. Kalonji in their home white jerseys, going from right to left on your screen. And North Georgia United in their red and black, they'll go from left to right on your screen here. And we are underway here at Shiloh General Stadium in Snellville, Georgia. Beautiful day for soccer. Perfect weather, perfect early summer day here in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah, John, and this is one of those cases where Kalonji Pro Profile's success may come back to hurt them for this season, because you see they're farther down the bracket than we're normally used to seeing them, but they're so inundated with matches with the MLS Next, with what they're doing here in the UPSL. They kind of split off into 2 with the SSL, Soccer Saves Lives, becoming their Division I counterpart.
And here comes Atlanta United now down on the left wing here. But through ball goes too far ahead, and it's scooped up by the Kalonji keeper, Mr. Sue here. Just underway. Yeah, North Georgia United, they're starting out a 4-2-2 or 4-4-2 rather today, Larry, and like I said, they have some key injuries as well. Their starting goalkeeper got hurt in the first half versus Atlanta United, and they're also missing 2 key players in their defense. They're starting a left back and starting cornerback, or center back rather. So questions to be answered for both teams today.
Yeah, but the one player that North Georgia United has on their roster today and they need to get success out of is number 22, McKeever. He has been their leader on the goal scoring. He's tied in 2nd place with 8 goals.
Yeah, Kalonji will definitely want to keep an eye on him today, and even though they are missing a lot of their normal players who would be playing today, Kalonji do have the wily veteran Junior Sandoval on their roster today. And he'll be a boost for them and much needed leadership for them today. And we got a throw in here for.
Yeah, we were absolutely stunned last week, John, when we brought you that Kalonji Atlanta United game, because Atlanta United just absolutely stunned Kalonji and just put a stinker on them, a 6-1.
Yeah, that was definitely an aberration there. I've never, at Atlanta United, they got all 6 goals in that first half as well. We've never seen that against Kalonji ever, so that was definitely a shocker, as you said. But that was last week. This week's another week. We'll see how they regroup here. But with a win today, they can leapfrog North Georgia United in the standings here in Week 10. And Kalonji, they have a couple games in hand. They got a makeup game scheduled for this Tuesday against the Rovers at 8 o'clock here at this very stadium. And another game that's yet to be determined, Larry.
Yes, and Atlanta Rovers is a team that just hasn't performed like we thought that they would this season. They came into this season winning the Regional Cup in the spring. They also won the Regional Cup in the fall. We were expecting them to just kind of run away with the crown this spring season, and they've kind of just stumbled. That's the best descriptor I have.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I've always said since I've been doing games here for the UPSL, expect the unexpected, and this whole season's been unexpected, you could say. It's been very want to say strange season. Right here comes United coming on the wing here. There's a shot right into the defense, though, and cleared away. Early opportunity here for North Georgia United.
Yeah, McKeever tried to take a shot and ended up just right into the legs of the defender.
So Kalonji now trying to come in, the other way here. Here's a long ball here. Down the left side. Taken by the defense. And draw back to the keeper for a long clear that's going to go out here. It's going to be a throw in here for Kalonji. Here in the early going, we're only in the 5th minute here, 0-0. Now, North Georgia United applying some pressure here, which is something they might want to consider doing here. They definitely got the advantage as far as the manpower goes, and there's a steal here, but hard clear. Subs today looks like for Kalonji, where North Georgia United they came with a full complement of players today.
Well, you know, we always love it with North Georgia United as they have their game changers on the bench. But the one stat, you know, I love stats, John. The one stat that just is blaring to me on the table, North Georgia United, they're in 4th place, but they have a -4 differential. They're the only team in the playoff structure right now that has a negative goal differential.
We even have names for.
Yeah, it's very odd with this Kalonji Pro Profile roster. This is the first time we've seen the goalkeeper, Sue. Normally we're used to
There's
seeing
a nice steal here. And Kalonji come down with numbers now. On the right side in the middle now. Switches it over. There takes a shot, but it's wide of the goal. First good chance for Kalonji.
I have to say, first real good chance of the whole match so far. Let's take a look at this again, John. You can see this. Able to win the ball in the midfield. Moves down. Nice ball over to the right-hand side. Tries to take it with his left and just pulls it wide.
Oh, here's almost a mistake there, but cleared away. Yeah, that was a good chance for Kalonji. Just not on that switch on the left foot, just not a very good shot.
John, I want to give you an update. I just got word that the match before us, LGSA versus Vinotinto, the battle for relegation, Vino Tinto comes away with a 3-2 victory.
Again, another reason why we say this season has been so shocking, because LGSA, they were the regular season champions in the fall. And now they're in danger of facing relegation this season. It's just been a crazy season.
Talk about the mighty have fallen. You know, like you said, in the fall, they were at the top of the table. You know, they made it into the national tournament. They won the playoffs over Atlanta Rovers 2-1. They make it into the national playoffs. They did lose in that first round. But a team that just...
And they've always been in the mix playoff-wise.
Yeah, ever since that they've been in the UPSL, they have been at the top of the table every season.
This just has not been their season, but yeah, they've always been.
But again, they're another team that are very well diversified in all the play right now. They've got games all over the place. They had the matches that they played in Vegas.
Yeah, well, United's got a player down, slow to get up. Looks like it could be Emmanuel Alerte holding his back. But play goes on here. But the United goalkeeper is going to send it long. Nice touch there by Emmanuel Manu. But the ball goes out and Kalonji is going to be throwing here. And United will reset. If you're just joining us, again, this is week 10 of the UPSL Georgia Premier Division action, presented to you by the Atlantic Soccer Media Group. John Reno here alongside Larry Weaver. No score in the early going. Oh, there's a nice move, and there's a nice pass, but the flag goes up. It's going to be offside.
That was a close chance there for Kalonji. Good work by the refs to catch that.
Yeah, I'll take another look at it here.
See this ball, nice little slot. Gets around the defender, but when he does the secondary pass, that's where it cost him.
Yeah, drifted ahead just a bit too far. Yeah, that takes away a goal. So we will remain scoreless here. The ball goes out there. Number 13, I knew for United try to save it, but to no avail. It's going to be thrown here for Kalonji. Kalonji now trying to work their way down the left side. They do. There's another pass right in the middle. Oh, nice give and go. Oh, high over the crossbar.
It's great recognition there by Junior Sandoval to see that he was double teamed. Look at this on the replay, John. You see Junior right in the center, gets that pass, sees he's double, slots it over. That should have just been a simple put into the back of the net. Ends up going over high.
Yeah, Sandoval gave that to him on a silver platter there, but he just shot it high. He knew it too, but just great presence of mind by Junior Sandoval to recognize that double team and just made a beautiful dish off to his teammate, but just unfortunately the shot not on frame. Should be 1-0, but will remain scoreless still here in the early going. But Kalonji now starting to feel it a little bit here, putting some more pressure on. They switch it over to the right side now. Now they're working in the corner, trying to bring out the center there. Nobody there for Kalonji. United trying to clear here, and they do. There's a nice long ball. Manu giving chase, but he's not going to get to it. Sue should scoop it up, and he does. Kalonji now having to drop back. United now. There's the pressure. Forces the issue there. Sends it long, but again, Kalonji is offside. And the goalkeeper, Rick Melendez, for United will send it ahead. Looks like we're going to have a
I believe it was an
free
offside.
kick or an offside. Yeah, it was offside. So United will reset. There's a bad clear there by the goalkeeper. They cough it up now. Here's another chance here on the, just little bad touch, left it too far ahead of him. Could not get a shot off there. In close enough. Another chance for Kalonji by the wayside there, Larry.
Kalonji has North Georgia on their heels right now. If they don't settle this, Kalonji is going to find themselves in the lead.
Junior with the ball at the top of the box, takes a shot, and it goes wide of the far post there.
And that should have been 1-0. Look at this, John. Nice little movement in, give and go. Junior takes the shot, and it hits just on the outside of the post.
Sandoval just missing here for KSA Kalonji Pro profile. So Sandoval making his presence felt early here, Larry.
Yeah, right now North Georgia is all in tatters right now. They're completely out of formation.
Yeah, Kalonji's got them on their heels a little bit, but now they're starting to counterattack of their own here. They work over the right side into the middle now. They do have a man there right inside the box. Oh, he had to draw it back out and out, and he's going to lose that ball to Kalonji, and they're going to clear it away.
And John, that's one of the things that North Georgia has done so successfully all season is moving that ball down the side and then able to whip it in. That should be a throw. I don't see that was a corner, but they're taking it.
Nonetheless, yeah, they're going to be a corner, so it's going to be outside in the box. There's a header, but it's going to go up and over.
But you know,
there.
we've covered multiple matches for North Georgia United. One of the things that they do really well is they move the ball down the wing and then slot it across the frame of the goal, and usually end up finding somebody on that back post to slot it in for the goal. That time they got it across like they normally do. There was just nobody there.
One of their bread and butter plays there, and just did not work out for them this time. So we got a goal kick here for Sioux off the corner. And there's a nice forward pass here by Kalonji. Battle for the ball, but it comes away by Ivan Orleana. Now they're going to switch it down, come down the right side. It's Manu with the ball, works his way inside. United starting to do a little bit of fancy passing of their own. There's a cross there in front, headed away by Kalonji, but kept in, but foul over the back. Foul given. So free kick for Kalonji. United now with some more pressure here, trying to force them stake. Kalonji able to work around that and retain possession. Now they switch it over to the left side, just a little too short. It's going to be headed away by United, and they're going to come the other way now with Manu on the right side. Oh, nice pass off the foot there. They're in the middle now. He's got a man open, but it's going to be offside, so another no goal due to offside here, this time by United, and the score will still be 0-0 here.
But again, John, another good run of play, this time by North Georgia United. You see here, moving down this right-hand side, slots it into the center. McKeever slots it over, but just a little too late on that pass. Allows North Georgia to follow offsides.
So we got a couple near misses here by both teams.
both defenses are doing really good about holding a high line and pulling the attackers offside.
Nice move by Manu there. Sorry, Larry.
No, you're right.
Going in. There's a nice shot in. There's a goal for North Georgia United. Doing just what you said, Larry. Bring it down the side and get it in the middle, and someone's there to put it in, and they did just that. And they're going to take an early lead here.
We'll take a look at this beauty. Again, moving down that right-hand side, number 13, Manu Lam slots it over, and just easy to put it away. One-time shot. Don't take the time to settle it. Just fire it away. Back of the net.
And there was nothing the goalkeeper Sue could do about that one. So 1-0 is our score now. Finally, Atlanta United is the team that breaks through first here in the first half. Let's see how Kalonji responds. It's an impressive goal there by the United. Kalonji now trying to work their way in. There's a bump there. They're going to call a foul on the Kalonji attacker. So United able to weather the storm a little bit and stave off Kalonji, but they're able to post one goal of their own here.
Yeah, we saw North Georgia taking shot after shot from Kalonji. They took their best. And now they got to take one of their own, put it in the back of net, find themselves in the lead.
There's a battle for it here. Kalonji going to reset here, draw it back. Yeah, but just a lot of unfamiliar faces that, the players that we're not used to seeing out here for Kalonji, not here today. So, Bruno, here's a chance now. Nice pass in the middle for Sandoval. Sandoval has it, and Sandoval pushes it wide. Another good chance for Kalonji, just not able to put it in the back of the net.
Yeah, we'll take a look at this one, John. Another opportunity for Kalonji. You see them. Great through ball. Sandoval's just able to stay on side. All he had to do was position that and just got it all wrong.
Yeah, good play by the goalkeeper, Melendez, to come out there and kind of knock Sandoval off his rhythm a little bit, forced him to shoot that ball wide. So even though they're down 1-0, you got to think with the way Kalonji's playing, kind of like their chances of getting that goal back and maybe putting some more on the board if they keep this up.
Yeah, Kalonji's nowhere near out of the game. You know that they will find a way to get a ball into the back of the net. Just give them time.
Because like they do with most teams, they eventually wear you down.
I believe that goal was scored by number 11, Victor Valencia. He wasn't originally on our starting 11. He must have been a late scratch.
Yep. He was listed as a sub today, but he gets the start, and he rewards his coach, Kevin Brito, with a goal. There's a cross in front, and it's going to be out right there on the goal line. So
good call there by the AR on that side to catch that ball going out of bounds.
Yeah, right there in great position to see that play and see that it was out and make the correct call. So goal kick here for Melendez here in the 23rd minute now. 1-0. The visitors, North Georgia United, over Kalonji Pro Profile, KSA. And now here's another chance for United coming down the left side now. They got a man in the middle. They can get it to him. He tries and leaves it a little too far. It's going to go out of play.
I have to say, John, Kalonji Pro Profile definitely knows to keep an eye on number 22, McKeever, but it's giving number 13, Lom, over here on the right wing, all the opportunity to just make his way through the defense. I say keep an eye on number 13. I think he's going to be the big game changer for North Georgia throughout this match.
Oh, here's a break here for, way to keep the ball in, and it's going to, is it going to count?
He calls it a goal.
All right. Just an odd-looking play there. Sue came out, and it looked like at one moment the ball was going to go out of play.
Let's take a look at this again, John, because that was crazy. Look at this. Steals the ball from the defender, works around the keeper, keeps it on the line, puts it in the back of the net. Goal.
Yeah,
North Georgia
sure if,
United
from his
is
vantage
on
point,
a
not sure
tear.
if it deflected off of number 4 Irving and went in, or if he just kicked it straight in himself. But either way, it's a goal, and now Kalonji's in a bit of a hole here. Now down 2-0.
And this is what happened last week, John, where they found themselves down just very quickly by Atlanta United.
Yeah, and things kind of snowballed on them then. But let's see if they can prevent that from happening here. So 2-0 is our score here. North Georgia United taking advantage of 2 good opportunities here. There's going to be a foul there.
That goal was scored by number 19, Emmanuel Alerte. And you watched on that goal, John, as Alerte made it around the keeper, McKeever was just right there in the box going, pass it to me. Let me get back in that golden boot section.
So meanwhile, with this foul here, we're going to free kick here about 11, 12 yards in the center of the box here. Kalonji's got their wall set up. It's a 4-man wall. He's going to shoot it over and in and into the goal. What a goal! Oh my goodness, 3-0 now. And you just said, you called his number 13, Manu. Gets the goal here. Galasso off the free kick, sends it just over the wall and into the top corner, top left corner. 3-0 United.
Mr. Lom, take a bow. Look at this shot over the wall, right past the keeper, back to the net. Fantastic goal for North Georgia United.
So when it looked like Kalonji was just dominating possession and getting the good scoring chances, but just not able to knock through, United just now with 3 goals in relatively quick succession here have Kalonji down in a hole now, 3-0. And they just got to regroup because they have to regroup here and not let this get more out of hand, Larry.
Yeah, because as it stands right now, Kalonji Pro Profile is only, they're sitting in 6th seed. That's the last position for the playoffs. Los Tigres, Club the Strongest, are just right behind them with 8 points, as well as Atlanta City with 7 points. With these last 2 matches to go tomorrow, Club the Strongest will be taking on Atlanta Rovers. We'll be covering that match at Tara Stadium. If Los Tigres can find their way into the winning column, this could get really interesting for this last week here in the regular season.
Kalonji, they do have those 2 makeup games, though. So that's a potential 6 points that they can gain back here if they're not able to get back into this match. But it's still very early, Larry. But meanwhile, here's another chance for United. There's Manu again. He gets knocked off the ball by the defense here. But United feeling themselves now here, up 3-0 here in the 28th minute.
And they're just giving everything that Kalonji can handle. Got a little bit of an injury. Player was on the ground. Now he's pleading his case with the ref that he should have been received, he should have been a foul committed to him. Center ref not taking that. Giving him a last warning. Didn't give out any plastic, just gave out a warning.
Kalonji need to keep their heads here and keep their composure. Because they do have work to do to get back into this match now. Meanwhile, they're cleared well out of play here by the goalkeeper, Belendez. Throw in here for Kalonji. Trying to make something happen now. They need to find that form back that they had earlier in this match. He's going to cross in the middle there. Nice touch. Able to get a shot off out of the air, but Melinda is able to dive and knock that ball away. So we'll have a corner here for Kalonji. I think it's their first corner of the match, Larry.
I believe it might be their second.
Or second.
Yeah, they had one here on this near side.
Outside in.
Oh, that was a great opportunity there. Just couldn't get it.
Again, another near miss for Kalonji.
We'll take a look here, John. You watch this ball, whips in, good outswinger, heads it down. All they needed was that last player on the far side to just put a foot on it and direct it into the goal, and he just let it go by.
Kalonji doing a lot of good things in United's defensive third, but just not able to finish. Sandoval, nice pass in, and he's going to take a shot from distance. It's going to go way high and over for a goal kick.
Audacious. And like we were saying, John, there's only 1 week left in the season. Kalonji's got to play those 4 matches in this next week. So they've got a lot of work. You got this match here, but you got 3 other matches that they need to play. That's a lot of work.
In such a short time, yes, indeed. But if any team can pull it off, it's been the perennial powerhouse in this league, Kalonji Pro Profile. So, 50-50 ball was won by United. A nice back heel. And now free on the right side, and now in the corner, crossing in front, and kicked away out of bounds by the defense. Is going to stay in possession of United. And we're going to have here a corner. It's going to be an outside in. It's underway. United cannot get ahead on it, but Kalonji do. But it's going to go out of play on the other side. So we're going to have we're going to do this on the other side here. Have a throw in here for United. Just need someone to throw it to. There we go. Then kind of move in a little bit for him. Now Kalonji trying to break out, but ball taken away here by United. There's a little push from behind, but no call. Loses the ball now. Sandoval with a big clear.
And you know, John, if there's one player that can play right on the edge of foul or no foul, it's going to be Junior Sandoval.
He is a veteran, and he knows just what he can do without getting a whistle. So now Kalonji here in possession here. We're in the 33rd minute now. Finding themselves again in a surprising position, being down 3-0 here. 3 relatively quick goals by United. Last one on a brilliant goal by number 13, Emmanuel Lam. Off a free kick about 12 yards outside the penalty box area. Right over the wall and into the top corner, left corner. We've seen a couple of goals like that this year. I'll throw in here for
And we have to go back and go through the archives of this season, John. We've seen a lot of good set-piece goals, a lot of corners, a lot of free kicks.
It's just the testament to the level of play that we have in the Georgia Premier Division. There's a lot of good teams, a lot of good players here, and we've seen some great soccer this season. Well, we see some great soccer every season, but Kalonji now trying to work their in there. Snellville here, trying to pass into traffic. Now United's going to break out here. Looks like, yep, back heel here down the right side. Comes a charging Emmanuel Lom here now. Already done some damage today.
Just couldn't get that ball out from underneath his feet for the pass.
Kalonji now trying to come back the other way.
But to continue what you were just saying, John, when you talk about how competitive this league is, this Premier Division league is here in the UPSL Georgia Conference, you look at Dalton United, who's sitting at the top of the table right now. They have had 30 goals for the season. This last fall, we'll let this finish out.
Top of the box now, Kalonji. There's a chance here. Moves in, gets past the defense, but the ball a little ahead of him is going to go into the keeper's hands. Melendez scoops it up.
Two Kalonji players ended up bumping into each other and ruining that opportunity. But what I was saying was, Dalton last fall when they came into Division 1, they scored 63 goals for the season with the same amount of games. And
yeah,
now they're only at 30.
Yeah. Well,
it shows you how difficult this division is.
Yeah. And, I mean, they ran roughshod in Division 1 last year, Dalton did. And of course, the question was, well, can they do that in the Premier League? And they've been playing well in the Premier League as well, but their goal production cut in half here. But Dalton's just been doing very well since they joined the UPSL Georgia.
We talked to Coach Brito with North Georgia United a few weeks ago, and he said about how really shocked he was when he was getting players into the team. He was expecting to see players just from that little bit of a Northeast Georgia region, but he was really amazed about how many players they were able to pick up. They've got players coming from as far as Chattanooga coming down to play with them because they're right there at the top of the state. But they've got some players that are coming from the Alabama side, some that are coming from the Tennessee side. So they're really having an influx of really good players down up there in Northeast Georgia.
Yeah, so just a regional flavor to the Georgia division here with players coming in from different parts of the Southeast now.
Yeah, and now we're seeing it in the Southwest area where you have UMA FC in Division 1 and Legends FC in the Premier down there in the LaGrange and Opelika area. We're seeing a lot of good players coming out of that region.
So if you're KSA, you'd like to get on the board here, at least get one back here before the end of the half and try and cut into this lead a little bit and get a little bit of confidence back here. And here's a chance to do that. And there's a grab from behind there. There's going to be a foul on Kalonji.
Great work by the defender to just hold up play, hold that attack off from Kalonji, get the foul.
So Melendez now is going to send this one long here. He does. And it's going to be taken away here by Kalonji, and he's fouled. Quickly puts it back into play. But United avoids a foul of their own here. But they do get the ball back around midfield. Now it gets coughed up again here. Back and forth here now. Deflected back deeper into United side of the pitch here, and they're going to just drop it back to Melendez, and they'll reset. Approaching the 39th minute here. If you're just joining us, 3-0 is our score. North Georgia United over home team Kalonji Pro Profile here in this UPSL Georgia Premier Division Week 10. Presented to you by the Atlantic Soccer Media Group. Again, my name is John Reen, alongside with me, Larry Weaver, bringing you today's action. There's Manu, the third goal scorer here. Loses the ball now, Kalonji.
And John, you really see how Kalonji is suffering a bit, not having Sumo, Patrick Okwanko, some of those attacking players that they've had for the last few seasons. Here's an opportunity.
Oh, there's the top of the box here, but the defense goes in, goalkeeper way out of the net, and it hits the crossbar and over the goal.
Absolute waste of an opportunity by Kalonji. That should have been a goal. Keeper all the way out in a no man's land. Take a look at this, John. He comes all the way out, 5 yards out of his box, completely left alone. All he had to do was take a shot, and instead had to have a touch or two before he could take the shot. Ends up shooting it over into the American football post, and it's out for a goal kick.
Yeah, if he could have one-timed that, Larry might have a much better result here. But again, another chance for Kalonji. They've had their chances. They're just not able to finish. That's been the story of the match so far.
And this is the opportunity for those players. You know, your starting attackers are not in the game today for Kalonji. It gives these opportunities for these backup strikers to have a chance, and they're just not seizing the opportunity.
So throw in here for Kalonji. Pressure by United. Again, Kalonji trying to break out of their side of the pitch, and they'll send it long this time. It's going to be headed out of play by United. It's going to be a throw in here for Kalonji. And back into play now. Trying to work their way into the center. They're going to have to draw it back. Now back at midfield. There's a chip ahead on the right side. Oh, off the face of the Kalonji player. Kept in play. And they blow the whistle. Be a foul here. Going to be United's ball possession here. Alana will go ahead and do the free kick here off the foul. In the 42nd minute now, he's going to send it long down the left side. Sandoval headed that back to his defense. Now breaking out is Kalonji down the right side now. Moving his way into the middle, but ball gets taken away by United. Sandoval tried to take that ball away from United player, but unsuccessful. Now here comes, left that ball a little bit short. McKeever had to go for it, and a sliding tackle there by Kalonji. But they switch it up and give it to Loam on the left side, or right side rather. And play is broken up by Kalonji defense. And it's going to be out on United throw here for KSA. Judy now with the ball. Drops it back to Irving. Now moving ahead in the 43rd minute here. Kalonji need a goal here and cut into this lead of United. And they're going to get a throw in here as they're getting late in the first half. Kalonji player had no one to throw into. Just come on, guys. So now Sandoval now with the ball. Turns in. Does a little fancy. Nice pass there. But United defense is there. They're able to take the ball away. But not out. Kalonji will retain possession here. There's a chip into the middle. But number 13, Loam, is going to get it here for United. He's going to send it into the middle, and it's going to be intercepted here by Kalonji. Send ball straight up in the air. Battle for it. Kalonji comes away with it. There's a little push. And, yeah, he calls it there. Loam just kind of looked at the referee and said, hey, he got me right in the eye, ref. And the referee saw it and blows the whistle. Approaching the 45th minute here. Didn't have any significant stoppage here, so we shouldn't have much stoppage time, I would think, Larry.
Yeah, we definitely did not need a hydration break today. It's absolutely gorgeous. 70, 75 degrees today. The wind, though, the wind's about 13 miles an hour. It's all well and good when you're down on the field, but once that ball gets up in the air, it just kind of holds in that wind. And it's coming right across the field from far side to near side. You can see it every now and then on the flags.
Yeah, so it may have been a factor in some of these balls that we've seen today. Oh, the AR had to duck that one here, but now Kalonji quickly going to throw in here. They know time's a ticking here in the first half. We should be in stoppage time now. There's a shot from distance there. Melendez has to kind of fall to his right here, but he's able to scoop that up. And should be in no hurry here to get this off. But he does. Sends it long. And it's going to be taken away by United.
Just trying to look down at the fourth official, not seeing a display of how many minutes of stoppage. I wouldn't expect too much. Maybe a minute, John.
No, it shouldn't be much at all, Larry. But just again, just been another strange half here for Kalonji. They were looking great, had several opportunities early, just not able to finish, and then just gave up those 3 goals just in a bunch there. And that's where they find themselves, 3-0 here. Now Sandoval with it down on the right side. It's looking for a man.
It's very similar to what we saw last week when they played Atlanta United. They just kind of looked all out of sorts.
Well, for Kalonji 3-0, 3-0 should be a little bit more manageable to come back from than 6-0. But that is the task that's ahead of them right now. I see the fourth official looking at his watch here, expecting a whistle here any second. They're letting him play on. And there we go. And that is it, folks. That is our first half. And what a half it was for North Georgia United. They score 3 goals and enjoy a 3-0 lead here over Kalonji Pro Profile. Larry, what are your thoughts on the first half?
Again, another surprising 45 minutes that we see from Kalonji Pro Profile. We really expect them to be one of the powerhouses of the division, and they're just getting absolutely pushed off the pitch here by North Georgia United. They look absolutely great. When we talk about the table, let's talk about this week, John. Legends with that 2-0 victory over Atlanta City earlier this week. Absolute stunner. Vino Tinto beating LGSA 3-2. And then Dalton United coming back with a last-second goal to end up a 2-2 tie with Atlanta United Academy. And right now, North Georgia United over Kalonji 3-0. When we look at the table, that now puts Dalton United 1 point ahead of Atlanta United with 1 match to go. Kalonji just barely hanging on to that last position in the playoffs. North Georgia United now tied with FC Birmingham. Birmingham's going to be taking on Legends FC at 8 o'clock tonight. So Birmingham needs to walk away with a victory there in Alabama.
got to give a quick mention to FC Birmingham. They had a bit of a rough start to their season, but they've come roaring back and find themselves in the third position right now. So they've really turned things around. FC Birmingham has. So it's, like I said, it's just been an up and down season here for the Premier Division. Just a lot of things not going the way they thought we would. So
yeah, and for FC Birmingham, definitely a major loss. Last week, their captain, Ryan Hepp, ended up getting injured, had an ankle injury, and his season's pretty much done. Hopefully he'll have an opportunity with recovery. Maybe he can make it into the fall season. So we definitely send out some get well wishes to Ryan Hepp.
Well, they'll definitely miss him. They need him back as soon as possible for sure. But that will do it here for us in the first half here. We'll take a short break, and we'll be back in a little bit. But right now, our score at halftime, North Georgia United 3, Kalonji Pro Profile 0. We'll see you in a little bit, folks.
People who come to cricket, stay with cricket.
I started my own app company, and with Cricket, I'm able to answer calls from my engineers and investors and know my signal's going to be great.
Cricket has allowed me to stay connected and really just enjoy a little bit more of that travel lifestyle.
The reliability that I've had with Cricket, for me personally, is unmatched, and that's why I stick with them.
From affordable service to the latest 5G phones, Cricket has something for everyone. Smile. Come to Cricket, stay with Cricket.
I started my own app company, and with Cricket, I'm able to answer calls from my engineers and investors and know my signal's going to be great.
Cricket has allowed me to stay connected and really just enjoy a little bit more of that travel lifestyle.
The reliability that I've had with Cricket, for me personally, is unmatched, and that's why I stick with them.
From affordable service to the latest 5G phones, Cricket has something for everyone. Smile, you're on Cricket.
And welcome back, soccer fans, here to Week 10 of the UPSL Georgia Premier Division action, presented to you by the Atlantic Soccer Media Group. My name is John Reno. Alongside with me today is Larry Weaver. We have for you today's match, Kalonji Pro Profile hosting North Georgia United. And Kalonji Pro Profile see themselves down 3-0 here to start the second half. Larry, what does Kalonji Pro Profile need to do to get back into this match?
Well, the one thing that they got to do is they have got to find cohesion in the final third. Right now, they've only got one man that's making the attack, Junior Sandoval. Nobody else is really linking up with him. They need to get into a pattern, get into some sort of cohesion, find that ball into the back of the net, get back into this match early, and see if they have an opportunity to at least get away with this with a point.
And Kalonji will kick off here to open the second half. They're in their home whites today, going from left to right on your screen. North Georgia United in the red and black today. And Kalonji, as we, fair to mention here that they are a bit shorthanded today. They have a MLS next game that's running concurrently to this one. So we're seeing some players out here that we're not used to seeing on the field here for Kalonji Pro Profile. And like last week to Atlanta United, they find themselves down here by a significant score here at the half.
And it's not just the strikers that they are down what we're normally used to seeing. It's even the defense. Their general captain is not playing today. So Kamani Irving is really the only defender back there that is of the normal starters trying to hold it down. And they're really suffering right now.
Yeah, but they're going to have to find a way to come back here. They had their chances, as Larry mentioned, they had their chances in the first half. Several good chances, but just not able to finish. But North Georgia United, though, able to take advantage of their opportunities. And they lead 3-0 here in the opening salvo here in the second half.
And one of the players that really needs to get into this match, John, we really haven't called his name, is number 22, Nicholas Amiyako for Kalonji Pro Profile. He needs to get linked up with Junior, and they need to get some points on the board.
Yeah, another veteran here for Kalonji Pro Profile, him and Sandoval, just not really able to connect today so far. But we'll see if they can reverse their fortune here in the second half. See the shadows on the field here. We'll see if the sun might be a little factor here in this match for vision purposes, as well as the breeze that we've been dealing with. We had a strong breeze going in the first half. Kalonji player falls down. Oh, there's a hard foul there.
That did not look very well. You could see his.
Oh, not a foul. Play on, they say.
That number 8 on the field there for Kalonji. He went to plant his left foot, and it just kind of went out from underneath of him, and you could see he did not, you could see that knee kind of buckle, but he's up and moving around and running, so he looks to be okay.
He's maybe shocked a little bit, but hopefully he'll be okay. But Kalonji, they need all hands on deck here. They only have 2 subs, but meanwhile they're trying to move in, and there's a nice shot, but it's going to go wide of the goal.
But they are going to earn a corner.
All right, so Kalonji Earns a chance here with a set piece here in the early going of the second half. They're going to have a corner here. It's going to be outside in swing here. Into the box it goes. Sandoval try to get ahead on it, but he gets a shot.
That's how you do it for.
That is how you do it, friends. So Sandoval said, yeah, that's in.
And it's just that one ended up on the side netting. He that's how you're supposed to do it. He just hit the outside of the netting. You need to get it on the inside if you want to walk away with a goal there.
Yeah, that one fooled me, Larry. I thought that one went in. And by the reaction, you could ultimately tell there's not. But here, again, another shot here by Kalonji goes wide. So now Kalonji having a good start here in the second half. But still, just the problem has been all match, Larry, not able to finish.
And it's something that we're not used to seeing with Kalonji. They usually are very, very, professional. They're very successful in the box. When they get the opportunities, they put them away. They just haven't been able to do it so far.
Still kind of wondering, Larry, to myself, how that shot by Sandoval did not go in.
Kind of caught you off guard there because it looked like from here it went in.
Yeah, it definitely looked like a goal right off that corner. But as you said, it went off the side of the goal. Again, another chance here for Kalonji. At a crossover, just really didn't have a player in position, but they are able to keep it in. Now Kalonji trying to move in, let himself a little bit too far, allowed time for the defender to catch up to him.
That was a dangerous tackle there.
Now here comes United now, down the left side, charging with a counterattack of their own here. Pass
wasted
to Noah,
that pass there. Well, that's one of the things that North Georgia needs to be careful of. You don't want to end up having a mistake in defense. It's going to end up costing you a free kick close to the box or even a penalty, because Kalonji will take that and then some.
But United got the ball back, tried to move back in, got poked away here by Kalonji. Will be a throw in here. Number 11, Victor Valencia, scored the first goal for North Georgia United with the throw in. Now Melendez, goalkeeper, sent it out to on the left side. And now here comes a break here. Loam now charging down that right side now. He's going to take a shot.
Outside
and that hits the side of the net.
That was a great opportunity there for North Georgia. Again, Loam, he's been the man of the match so far for me.
Yeah, with Kalonji keeping an eye on number 22, McKeever, that's, as Larry mentioned earlier, that's going to give opportunities for Mr. Loam, number 13. He does have a goal already and almost had himself a brace there. And that ball's going to go out of play. Off Kalonji, going to be throwing here for United. So both teams with a chance early, both just hitting the side of the net.
And John, if I was North Georgia United, I would wait until about the 65th or the 70th minute, and then I would just pile those subs onto the pitch and just try to wear this Kalonji Pro Profile team down.
Yeah, you can see the subs for Kalonji warming up here, but only 2 subs today. But North Georgia United, a full complement of players today. They got about 7-8 subs. So, yeah, that would be a good strategy, Larry, for sure. Get some fresh legs out there against a tired Kalonji team. Players have been out there all match. Meanwhile, Kalonji now, there's a nice pass in front. There's a shot, and there's a goal. That one's in.
That was a fantastic team goal there from Kalonji Pro Profile. John, we'll have to take another look at that one. You see them moving down this right flank. Number 27 keeping it in, moving it past the defender, slots it across. Good dummy, allows for the one-time shot back of the net. Kalonji back into this match, 3-1.
So there's a start there for Kalonji. So in the 53rd minute here, Kalonji finally breaks through, gets on the scoreboard. 3-1 now. And here they come again for more, looking for more here. There's Sandoval, could not catch up to it.
And that's what you don't want. You don't want Junior Sandoval in a confident role, because he will put them into the back of the net in bunches. If you're North Georgia United, that is.
So a long throw in there by United. McKeever battling for it on the side is going to lose it out of bounds. Off Kalonji, quick throw in here by McKeever. Now here comes United the other way. But foul's called.
You know, we've talked a little negatively in regards to some of the performance by Kalonji Pro Profile in this match, but they still have a really good shot to make the playoffs, and that is when everything changes. As long as you can just be one of the 6 that make it into the playoffs, then everything starts over, and that's when you have an opportunity to make a good opportunity, maybe even have an opportunity to make it into the national playoffs.
Oh, for certain. They still, I mean, they're still in a not a bad position. They still have a couple matches in hand. I mean, it's going to be a tough call to play all these matches here in the span of a week or so, but they certainly control their own destiny here, and they can make the playoffs. And you just get in the tournament, and anything can happen.
Yeah, because before they took the fall season off, they made it into the national tournament. They made it all the way to the Elite Eight in the fall of 2020. What is that? 2021. And then in the spring of 2022, they made it into all the way to the Final Four of the national tournament, ended up in 3rd place.
You can never count out Kalonji, that's for sure. And even in this match, they've had opportunities, several good opportunities, and the score could easily be tied, but it's just the ball has not been going their way.
Yeah,
for the most part, up until they finally break through here. But they could have 3 or 4 of their own today so far.
Yeah, they've had some great opportunities and just haven't capitalized on them. Before they took last season off, they were the top of the division for 3 seasons in a row.
Nice move into the middle. Oh, there's a trip there.
And see,
Referee
again,
got the
North
ball
Georgia
there, so
got
no foul.
lucky on that foul. That could have easily went against them. Luckily, the referee was right there on hand to see that foul, or not foul, that non-subsequent
The
foul.
non-call, yeah. And meanwhile we have a United player down now on another non-call, and it looks like he could be hurt.
You were talking about the substitutes for Kalonji, and they are right on the sideline, ready to go in.
Yeah, we just have numbers, no names for them, unfortunately, but they're looking to come in and maybe give Kalonji here a bit of a lift.
Let's see if we can see who is injured for North Georgia United.
Yeah, I wasn't able to catch a jersey number just
They'll
yet.
have to. I would expect this would be a perfect time to bring on a sub for him. No need to push it. I think that might be number 5, Melvin Vasquez. Indeed, that is.
Yeah, no, Melvin Velasquez.
Got a thumbs up from his partner, Alerte. So
He's going to try and continue here.
and those 2 subs for Kalonji came on.
So Sandoval giving chase, forces the issue here. And we get a whistle.
And then
he went down
Vasquez
again.
went down again. Yeah, he's not going to. I think that ankle's too much. This will give them an opportunity. They got plenty of subs.
No one yet up off the bench here for United, but they're calling for someone now. Yeah, he's coming off.
Yeah, you can see.
With the help here, but very gingerly walking it off here.
Looks like number 7 is gearing up and getting ready to come in.
Yeah, we don't have 7 on our
Yeah,
roster.
I do not. Yeah, I was just looking on that myself, John. I do not see a number 7.
But nonetheless,
This will be
United-
the end of Velasquez's day. Hopefully he'll be okay. He's able to come off on his own power, so that's good.
Yeah, that's a good sign, but yeah, he tested an ankle, just not able to go any further today. So his day is done. And play is back underway here. Diving Kalonji player. Ball does go out though, and it's going to be diving for a foul here. So it's going to be a free kick here for Kalonji.
Still plenty of time for Kalonji to get back in this match.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, working away in the middle here. Cleared away by United. There's a foul from behind there on number 19. Out of their zone here. Going to switch up and drop it off. They're going to give chase here. United giving some pressure here. So Kalonji now going to work it over to the right side now. They're going to charge ahead to cross over midfield. Drop it off to number 32, one of the second half subs here. And the ball is going to go out of play. And the AR says it's going to be a throw in here for North Georgia United. 3-1 still our score here in the second half. Atlantic Soccer Media Group's presentation of UPSL Georgia Premier Division action, Week 10 here. Battle for playoff positioning here. Kalonji, if they can come back and take this thing, they can jump ahead of North Georgia United in the standings. And North Georgia United with a win today can bolster their playoff positioning here. Important match for both teams. Got a ball going in the corner here. It's going to, both players giving chase for it, but it's going to go ahead and be a corner here for Kalonji. Sandoval is going to take it quickly and head it in and just over the top bar.
Great opportunity there for Kalonji. Got a substitute getting ready to come on for North Georgia, John. But let's take a look at that opportunity again real quick. You can see here, Junior decides to take this very quickly. Nice whip into the box. Good head, just sends it over the bar. Again, another opportunity for Kalonji if they could just get it on frame.
It's still the story of the match here for Kalonji. Just unlucky today on their shots. Just a lot of near misses. But that was you spoke of that substitution. That was number 9, Charles Garcia, coming in for North Georgia United. And so now we have a goal kick here. Melendez waiting, finally lets it go. It's going to be headed for by Kalonji. Unchallenged Sandoval now with the ball. Nice touch here. Sandoval got tugged from behind, and they did see it and call it. And there's going to be a yellow. Our first yellow of the match, Larry. Issue 2. United for that tug there.
That was a
On
good
Junior
call there
Sandoval.
by the center official.
Yeah, he was right there, able to see it. So just about 7 yards or so outside the box here.
You can see right there, Sandoval And another player over the ball, ready to go. Who's going to take this? You know it has to be Sandoval.
You would think it's Sandoval. And it is Sandoval. And Sandoval answers.
That's, I tell you, he knows how to win matches. Look at this, John. Takes a look at it. He knows exactly what he wants to do. Whips that ball in. Nothing the keeper could do. Back of the net. It's now 3-2. And
Junior Sandoval made that look easy. He
like
just went up there and just like it was warm-ups and just put that in the goal.
Something he's done time and time again, like it was absolutely nothing. But then also, if you look into the box into the box for North Georgia, keeper, he's got a bit of a cramp.
Yeah, he either developed that cramp or hurt himself there on a play earlier, diving for a ball. And this is significant too, Larry, because they've already lost their starting goalkeeper. They can't afford to lose another.
No, and that's the one position that you can't just throw somebody in and find your way into the winning column. You need somebody that has time between the sticks.
So in the second half here, Kalonji Pro Profiles clawed their way back into this match, only down a goal now, and they're looking for more. And Almocoa.
That was absolutely a fantastic touch by him. That one, I'm sure he would want back because that was a great opportunity. Almost right back into this, into a 3-3 tie.
Yeah, that was a nice shield there by number 32 in Kalonji to win a throw in here for his team. But we almost saw a tie score here, Larry.
What were we saying just a few moments ago, John? Don't give up on Kalonji. They will figure out a way in.
Oh, in the middle, but just not there was Kalonji, but still they have possession. They're starting to feel it again here, Larry.
Yeah, like we were saying, I mean, we were kind of down on them a little bit, but that's a wonderful little leap over the fence over there. But that's
not a very smart thing. You missed that a little bit, and you're gonna take a hard fall there.
Especially with those cleats.
Yeah. Sandoval now.
Oh, and there it is,
goodness.
John.
Is it in the box? Are they going to say it's in the
that
box?
was just inside the box. That's going to be a penalty. Let's look at this, John. I think it's a penalty. Take a look at this. Or is he going to call it just outside? Let's take a look. I said North Georgia had to be careful with these fouls. Look at this. Sandoval, he makes the turn, is tugged back. It's just at the top of the box.
I was so close to being a PK here. But Sandoval's going to take it anyway, and
it's in the back of the net.
He does it again.
Like it's nothing. Sandoval is on a free kick clinic, John.
How does he make it look that stupid easy, Larry?
It's just all that time. Look at this. Don't give him opportunities because he'll do this to you. Sandoval is like, okay, you can't move. Catch that. And just puts it. Nothing the keeper could do because he's suffering from that cramp. And it's now 3-3.
So Kalonji Pro Profile was down but not out. Down 3-0 here to start the second half. And they have earned the equalizer here thanks to two brilliant goals. A free kick clinic by Junior Sandoval. And now we're tied 3-3. Brand new ball game, folks. And here come Kalonji again. They are really feeling it now. Charging down that side, and there's another shot in. Oh, that's just going to drift wide of the far post. Oh, my goodness. We almost saw 4-3 Kalonji.
Look at this, John. An absolute break on that far side. Puts on the afterburners. Gets past the defense. Tries to slot it and just misses the mark. And you know, John, North Georgia is the one that has all the subs.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, and they got North Georgia on their heels now for sure.
And when we
Kalonji Pro Profile comes storming back here and just almost took the lead here.
We're talking about subs. Here comes one from North Georgia right now, number 18.
That's
Miguel
that's
Hernandez.
Miguel Hernandez. Yes, sir.
Yeah. He's going to be taking the place of number 16, Jacob Young.
So North Georgia United now.
And you know that's
Thought that they're in complete command of this match, but now they've let that lead slip away here. All nutted up here at 3 here.
and
as we're in the 74th minute.
I was going to say Jacob Young is the right back who just got absolutely just ran by. So that was a great decision there by Coach from North Georgia to make that change. Coach Brito having to make that change.
So we had a quick throw in here by Kalonji, and it goes off Kalonji player. So we're going to have, or fouled rather, we're going to have a free kick here for North Georgia United here along the sideline.
Just when you think we figured out the table, John.
Mr. Valencia now here will do the honors for North Georgia. So now it's North Georgia United who have to regroup a bit here.
And this will put Kalonji, if it stays in a tie, this will give Kalonji 12 points to be level with Atlanta Rovers, but Atlanta Rovers has a little bit better goal differential, and that's the only reason why they'll stay in 6th place.
Well, it'll definitely keep Kalonji, though, in the playoff hunt here. Now, Amoka there. Nice effort to get around the defense there, but finally poked away there by United. Sorry, I got a little tongue-tied there. Sorry there, Mr. Amalco. Atlanta United now.
Nicholas was
Or
doing
not
his
Atlanta
best
United,
with
but North Georgia United. I got my Uniteds mixed up there later. I'm
Well,
just so excited with this second half here, this showing here by Kalonji Pro Profile, and the free kicks, the amazing free kicks we've seen out of Junior Sandoval. It's just been the story of this second half.
yes, when we're putting together the highlights of this season and we're looking at some of the free kicks, definitely marked this match. Those 2 goals by Junior Sandoval. Just absolutely fantastic. Shows you why he's been such a powerhouse here in the Atlanta region for so long.
Atlanta United here trying to make something happen here. They keep the ball from crossing midfield. Now here's a chance for Atlanta United. There's a shot from distance, and it's going to go a little wide of the goal here. Sue had to travel a long way, just couldn't quite get to it, but ball goes wide from the far post.
Or North Georgia United, they're fighting.
So starting to get late here. Can someone break through again here and take a lead? Oh, there's a pressure there by Atlanta, by North Georgia United. No, it's not Atlanta United. Kalonji Pro Profile played them last week. There's a give and go to Sandoval. Gets the ball back and loses it now. But no one there for Atlanta United, so Kalonji player gets fouled here.
Yeah, definitely communication error with North Georgia there in the midfield. Tried to a little bit of a dummy give and just missed it.
Ball goes out here, or they call foul here, free kick here for North Georgia United. Now you heard the United player urging his team to let's come on, saying let's get back on track here, boys, because Kalonji is really have been applying the pressure. They have dominated this second half. Sandoval now with the ball, got 2 players surrounding him.
I'm just watching the movement of the keeper from North Georgia, and he is just struggling back there.
Yeah, you would have to think that when he dove for that ball, Larry, that he really strained something or did something, because his mobility is really affected, and you can see he's not a happy camper back there right now. And now Kalonji. There's a deep ball. It's going to be hard boot out of bounds, out of play by the United defense.
You know, we got just about 12-ish minutes to go. We might see maybe a minute or two of stoppage.
There's a nice play. Just chipped over the top bar. Again, another great opportunity.
All right, John, we have
Amoko. Nice pass in the middle there, but the shot attempt goes high over the bar.
I mean, look at this. From the throw-in, he's able to back heel it, tried to slot it. That should have just, again, if they could just put the ball on the frame, Kalonji's in the lead.
Definitely. I mean, if Kalonji is able to score here and take a lead and end up winning this thing, it'd be just one of the gutsiest performances of the year, of this season, by a premier team, considering how shorthanded they are and just not even, they're missing a good number of their starters to begin with. This would be an impressive come from behind victory if they can pull it off, Larry.
Yeah, this definitely, this second half, Junior Sandoval has taken the entire Kalonji team and put them on his shoulders and just pushed them through.
All right, meanwhile, there's another shot here. You see Melendez, he's not even jumping for the ball.
Yeah, all they have to do at this point, for Kalonji, all they have to do is put it on frame with just a little bit of a distance from the keeper, and it's going to be a goal. Melendez is just absolutely at maybe 5% mobility right now.
Yeah, you can see even his long kick there, not so long, short of midfield. Now Sandoval now takes a shot from distance. Oh, he hit the crossbar or the goalpost, but he gets it back. And there's his hat trick there for Junior Sandoval. My goodness.
It should be criminal, John. Junior Sandoval is showing it and then some. Look at this goal. Gets the goal, takes the shot right off the post, just took it right back from the defense and just slots it in the side. Nothing the keeper can do. And it's now 4-3 Kalonji Pro Profile.
One of the best performances I've seen this season so far by number 20, Junior Sandoval of Kalonji Pro Profile. Like Atlas, puts the whole world on his shoulders, scores 3 goals here in the second half.
You know,
and Kalonji Pro Profile out in front now, 4-3.
Yeah, and last week when they were playing against Atlanta United, I mean, he was trying everything that he could do to do exactly what he's doing right now, and it just didn't work for him. He was working a powerhouse in the midfield and in just out, just in that top section for the strikers, and didn't succeed. This week, something's working for him. Whatever he did in warm-ups, do it again.
Just an outstanding performance today by Junior Sandoval. Can't emphasize that enough, folks. If you saw his 2 goals he scored off free kicks, it was just amazing what he's done this second half here for his team. And it started to look bleak here. We'll be honest, it started to look bleak here for Kalonji Pro Profile, but they come storming back here in the second half. And now they take a 4-3 lead here as we're getting late in this second half now. And here we come again. Here he comes again. He's got another chance, and he does it again. Number 4 for Junior Sandoval. And Kalonji Pro Profile now lead 5-3. Oh, my goodness.
John, we are speechless up here in the box. Look at this. Junior pushes through the defense and just slots it past the keeper for his fourth.
So it's been the Junior Sandoval show here this second half for Kalonji Pro Profile.
You know, normally we would say, you know, rumble, young man, rumble, but we know Junior, he's one of the senior players. Still showing these young kids he still got it.
He sure does. He's been a one-man wrecking crew here for the home team here in this second half, and now they have a commanding 2-goal lead here as we're getting very late in the second half now. And Atlanta United, or I did it again,
Ooh,
North Georgia United.
Is
have
that
become
going to
unglued.
be?
There's a hard foul there.
Is that going to be a penalty, John? Let's take a look at that again. Look at this ball. Loses possession. Amioko tries to slot it forward. 11 just clatters into the attacking Kalonji player. I think that they're calling this a penalty, John. You see Amioko standing at the spot.
Number 22.
What has happened, John?
Amoko going to take this penalty. Just what a turn of events here.
This could be 6 unanswered goals from Kalonji in this second half.
And they got a keeper whose mobility is hampered due to a injury earlier in this half, and now here we go.
He shouldn't mess around. Just hit it with all you got into one of the corners.
Yeah, Kalonji looking for number 6 here. And they get it.
Oh, that was cheeky and then some, John. Look at what up. They called a foul. The player came. They're going to do a retake because one of the players stepped into the box before it was struck. I think it was number 15 that stepped into the box from North Georgia.
So we'll rewind it and do it again here. And he goes to the same side and gets it this time. 6-3. And Kalonji Pro Profile definitely washing the bad taste out of their mouths from last week,
Yes.
Larry.
Second verse, same as the first. Amioko, this time he doesn't mess around and just puts it right into the right side of the net. And no need for celebration, just walk it off. 6-3, John. What has happened here?
Just an amazing second half here for Kalonji Pro Profile.
I feel bad for the players that are away at the MLS next game. They're going to see this scoreline and say, what happened?
Well, I know they'll be pleased with the result for sure. Now Atlanta United, or North Georgia United. There's a hard clear there by the home team. It's going to be thrown here for United. So
the player that has got to feel absolutely fantastic for this second half, John, has got to be Spencer Sue, the keeper for Kalonji. He's had almost nothing to do after an absolutely abysmal first half, going 3 goals in the back of the net, and he's had almost nothing to do this second half.
No, Kalonji just took control of this match right from the start of the second half here and have not looked back, Larry. And 6 unanswered goals, 6-3 now as we're getting very late here in the 87th minute or so here, approaching the 88th minute. And now Kalonji looks like they are going to leapfrog ahead of the United here in the standings.
Yeah, due to goal differential, they'll make their way into 5th position, just over Atlanta Rovers. It makes that match tomorrow against Club the Strongest a must-win for Atlanta Rovers.
Yep, Atlanta Rovers will definitely be looking for a victory tomorrow here over the Club the Strongest, and then they play this Kalonji team on Tuesday at 8 o'clock here at this very stadium. So,
and we'll be here to cover it.
A couple important matches here coming up for you all. And now Sandoval sends it in, but it's going to be offside on that switch just ahead of the play. Now there will be, unlike the first half, there's going to be some stoppage time here for the second half, but I'm afraid I don't think it's going to be enough for United to come back and get their way back into this match and try and get a point here. Just doesn't look like it's in the cards any longer, but now we do have a Kalonji player down, away from the play.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a match that Coach Brito is going to have to look at it and figure out what in the world went wrong. That's Kamani Irving that went down.
He's up. Looks like he's limping just a tad here. Let's hope he's okay. Kalonji need him, that's for sure, for this last wild and crazy week here in the UPSL Georgia Premier Division. But hats off to Kalonji. They come storming back here in the second half, and they're going to earn themselves a victory here today. And it looked like they might fall for the second straight week.
Yeah, when we were looking at that first half, it was exactly what we watched last week against Atlanta United, and you just saw a team that was just a shell of their former self. They didn't look like what we've seen in so many seasons with Kalonji. They're usually good communication between the sets of attackers. They always defend in numbers, and they just looked off.
And with Kalonji, just only 2 subs available today, and missing some key starters due to an MLS Next game that Kalonji is participating in, KSA is participating in.
Yeah, and
it's just a great performance here today by Kalonji, and a stellar, out of this world performance by Junior Sandoval. He's the difference maker today, Larry.
And you look at the up.
And that's going to be number 7.
Yes, that is. I didn't even have words for that one, John.
Just a little excuse me goal here at the end.
Look at this, John. I was like, he's not going to do it. Is he really going to do it? Look at this. Just flicks it past the keeper.
Amazing. 7-3 now.
Wow.
I'm out of words now,
yeah.
Larry, I think, for from what we've seen here in the second half. A scoring explosion by Kalonji Pro Profile. And here we go again. They want more, Larry.
And the keeper's just able to just put a foot on it. He has no, movement from side to side, but he's just able to put a foot on it to earn Kalonji a corner.
And Kalonji able to take advantage of that fact and have really put it on him here in this late in the second half. Sandoval chips it in. Supposed to be booted up in the air. Header was missed by the defense. Now it's scooped up by Melendez.
Our clock is could be potentially a little farther ahead, but center ref has the official time.
So we'll just keep going until we hear a whistle, Larry. There's a nice turn there by the Kalonji player. And you can hear the warning. Some of the fans here in attendance are enjoying the outcome of this match as well.
Yeah, especially this being Memorial Day weekend.
And definitely out there, enjoy your Memorial Day festivities.
Yeah, definitely a day for Kalonji to celebrate. This was a fantastic come from behind victory.
And Coach Bruno, even though he's not here today, he's off with the team at the MLS game. He's going to be happy with his result as well. Oh, tried a bicycle kick there and just flicked it back and way wide of the goal, but good effort there. But
Yeah, because the score line does not give you the whole story of what happened today. Fantastic recovery from Kalonji Pro Profile. They were absolutely out of the match in the first half.
And that is it. That is it, Larry. That's the final. Yeah, it's a story of two halves for sure. You know, you look at this, as you mentioned, you look at the score and thinking that maybe Kalonji, just dominated from start to finish, but that wasn't the case. It was the second half that they scored all their 7 goals, and they come away with a 7-3 victory. And Larry, the story of this match has got to be number 20, Junior Sandoval.
The story and then some. He had an absolute second half of a career. I mean, that was unbelievable. 4 goals in short of 30 minutes.
Yeah, Kalonji did break through. The score was 3-1, and then Junior Sandoval scored the next 4 goals for his team to give him the lead. And they kept that lead, and they run away with this thing 7-3 is your final here.
We take a look at the score line for the weekend. I mean, that 7-3 is just a magnifying glass. I mean, we expected North Georgia. When we saw the 3 goals in the first half, we're like, okay, this is North Georgia. This is what they've done all season. And just the doors fell off, and Kalonji just ran in with everything that they had and ran away with this. We look at the table now, John. This puts Kalonji over North Georgia. Now they're in fourth place with 14 points. And look at that at the very end of the table. LGSA in the relegation spot. Who would have ever have thought that?
Yeah, I never thought I'd see a table that looks quite like this as far as having LGSA in the relegation spot here this late in the season. Just an abysmal season for LGSA. That's probably one of the biggest surprises of this season of surprises, Larry.
Yeah, I mean, because how often do we always see LGSA at the top of the table? And to see them fighting at the very end, it's just unbelievable. And when we expected Atlanta Rovers at the top of the table, and they're just barely hanging on. They should be able to hold on to that spot and make it into the playoffs. We'll see how that goes. Los Tigres will give them everything that they have tomorrow. And look at Dalton United, a team that just came into this division and just ran away. Being able to come back for the last second to tie Atlanta United. It's now all in their hands to walk away with the trophy next week.
Oh, most definitely. Dalton United able to avoid their first loss of the season. They stay unbeaten, 6 wins, 3 draws, and just a heck of a season for Dalton United.
And then
just an amazing season they've had here, coming up from Division I last season and into the Premier, and just find themselves at the top of the table. Just quite an accomplishment for Dalton United.
Yeah, you look at next week, which is going to be championship weekend. Atlanta United is going to be taking on FC Birmingham. Dalton is going to be taking on North Georgia United, which is going to be basically the Northeast Derby. Those 2 teams need a win. Dalton is going to want to walk away with the title and be able to lift the trophy there at Riverbend Park. Vino Tinto is taking on Atlanta Rovers. Los Tigres will take on Atlanta City. And LGSA is going to take on the newcomers to this Premier Division, that being Legends FC. Legends FC have had it's been an interesting season for them. They're brand new to the UPSL. They've only had 2 wins, but they've had those 5 losses. They're really struggling to find their way, but so many teams before, FC Birmingham had the same thing in their first season. They kind of struggled that first season, and then they ran away with it. it's a rarity that you find a team like Dalton United that comes into this Premier Division and just runs away with it.
Indeed, indeed. So there you have it, folks. And that'll about wrap it up for us this week here in Week 10 of UPSL Georgia Premier Division action presented to you by the Atlantic Soccer Media Group. Again, my name is John Reno. Alongside me has been Larry Weaver. And our final, once more, from Shiloh General Stadium in Snellville, Georgia, Kalonji Pro Profile 7, North Georgia United FC 3. That will do it for us, folks. We'll see you next time on the pitch.
People who come to cricket stay with cricket.
I started my own app company, and with Cricket, I'm able to answer calls from my engineers and investors and know my signal's going to be great.
Cricket has allowed me to stay connected and really just enjoy a little bit more of that travel lifestyle.
The reliability that I've had with Cricket, for me personally, is unmatched, and that's why I stick with them.
From affordable service to the latest 5G phones, Cricket has something for everyone. Smile, you're on.
This has been a presentation of the UPSL. Any use of this broadcast without the written consent of the Atlantic Soccer Media Group is prohibited.